get to the safe zone. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Andrés, ey.
Eso es, tres ahí. Me voy a quedar por debajo. Voy a conseguir la concha.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Over. Hostile spotted. Wrong order. Disregard. The enemy has been through. You are mine.
Estoy abajo de él. Ahí es un arma ahí abajo. Míralo, míralo. Dios mío, estoy para allá otro.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Gas is closing in. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Frag out. All in the safe zone.
Being tracked by an enemy team. Stay sharp. Loadout drop headed your way. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
They are targeting me.
Ah, two guys are.
Hostile spotted.
Get out of here. Tiene atrás.
I am good to go.
Stay sharp out there. Target down. Aid station. We're in safe zone. Watch for enemies.
Hostile spotted.
I'm moving.
I'm hit. Flashbang going out.
Mark the target. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are adjusted. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead.
I am good
Enemy
to go.
soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead. Found a pistol here. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Fire well done. Prices are back to normal. Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is inbound. If you're not in the safe, better get moving. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Move up.
Yung mag-gas also.
Hey man, 90.
Aid station location is marked.
Go. Run, go. Sin miedo. Tú eres miedo.
Hunt them down.
Cómprame la tela. Cómprame. Ahí mira a mi izquierda. Cómprame, cómprame. Buy me, please. Hey, buy me, buy me. Buy me in the store.
Aid station location is marked.
Buy me, man. You have 6,000. Hey, bro. You have 6,000. You can buy me. Buy me.
Aid station location is marked.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Gracias. Seré tú.
Only
Será
4 enemies
contigo,
remain.
gracias.
You know what to do.
Thank you.
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover. Just close to get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. We got a long way to run. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover. Secure the win. We're holding for deployment. Now's a good time to warm up. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO. Stop warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming. Battle Royale. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you...
If you shop on Amazon, you should use this tool. It's a browser extension that automatically
Hey, what is up everybody? It's subscribe and please, Danger Sense warned them to get out before the explosion actually went off, but still, one of the cardinal rules of good writing, not a huge fan channel than breathing. As a result, she isn't really capable of giving the heroes any more information at this time, so they'll have to figure things out on their own. I'm definitely glad that our girl Lady Nagant is still alive, and I am hoping for a full recovery. But I am a bit concerned, because who says that the self-destruct quirk that All For One transferred to her is a one-time deal? For all we know, he could activate the quirk again at some point in the future and cause another explosion. I hope that's not the case, but we definitely can't rule it out. The heroes inside the warehouse are discussing the best way to approach the All For One situation. Both the heroes and the police are dangerously understaffed, and established heroes are retiring left and right because they simply can't handle the immense pressure they are facing during this massive national crisis. In fact, Death Arms, one of the heroes who was introduced way back in chapter 1 of the manga and episode 1 of the anime, has recently decided to retire. After working hard as a hero, he kept getting criticized for not doing enough amidst all this chaos. Even though he still has fans, he couldn't handle all of the negative comments, and so he decided that he's not cut out to be a hero. And while I understand where Death Arms is coming from, no one wants to have all that responsibility on his shoulders at a moment when the entire country is in crisis, I have to disagree with his logic. Heroes are needed now more than ever, and to retire in this moment just because you don't like criticism from... And of course, there is such a thing as non-constructive criticism or just trolling. On the internet and in society in general, in perspective, heroes, the media is getting closer to finding out the truth about Deku heroics. Tries to call Deku back and to give him his bento box, but Deku tells his father, and yes, I am calling All Might Deku's father because that's basically what he is at this point, that he doesn't have to follow him around anymore. Deku says that he is fine on his own. He now has the ability to use One For All at 100% without damaging his body. Presumably he is referring to his ability to use that pseudo 100% through Fajin, and for this reason, All Might doesn't need to worry about him anymore. Deku then flies off, leaving All Might behind as the bento box symbolically drops to the ground and the food spills out. As All Might watches Deku leave, worried because he promised to protect Deku and now he doesn't know if he can keep that promise, we see that Stain is looking on from behind a wall. Stain is wearing his mask again, he has his weapons again, and he seems to be thinking, damn, that's a good looking bento box. No, he was probably following All Might and Deku because he considers them to be true heroes and he wants to see how they're going to react to all of this chaos. I predict that Stain will gain even more respect for Deku now, and he will be fighting alongside Deku very soon. I know that some people think that Stain might be one of the assassins that All For One has sent after Deku, but knowing Stain and how committed he is to his ideology, I just don't see that happening. It is then revealed that the people are already beginning to talk about Deku. This dark Avenger with multiple quirks who looks more like a villain than a hero, but who is clearly there to help the innocent. Deku has become this monstrous vigilante who inspires both fear and awe, and who refuses to stop advancing as long as someone somewhere is in trouble. Whoa! Even though I was not a fan of the beginning of this chapter, what a chapter it turned out to be. The conversation between the heroes in the warehouse gave us a fuller picture of the current state of the hero society, while also emphasizing how far someone like Mount Lady has come since the beginning of the story. Then we got to see Deku go from Batman to full-blown Spawn. Poor All Might was relegated from the role of Alfred to the role of Deku's worried father. And freaking Stain is back, and he looks like he might be about to make contact with Deku. Deku has been changing so much in these past few arcs, and this new shift in his character, his decision to leave All Might behind and go off on his own, is just the latest example of Deku's dark evolution. Now, in terms of why Deku decided to do this, I believe that he left All Might and the bento box behind because he knows that he is going to have to take on the burden of the entire nation very soon. The media is finding out about him and his quirks, and he is everyone's last best chance of defeating All For One and the villains. So, Deku can't afford to still be just an innocent kid who relies on All Might and other people for support. Deku has to become as strong and as independent as possible very quickly, because whether he likes it or not, he is about to become the equivalent of the symbol of peace. He is about to become a symbol of hope for all of Japan in these dark, chaotic times. In these times of crime and villainy, times when heroes are retiring and law enforcement is dangerously understaffed,